Alright guys, welcome to the pits. So today we're smoking baby back pork ribs. So I'm going to walk you through the entire process, right from beginning to end. Right from taking the ribs out of the packet, removing the membrane, binding and rubbing them, through to the entire smoke process including wrapping, right through to taking them off at the done temperature and slicing. Let's get to it. So the first step is to remove our pork ribs from the packet. So firstly, we just want to trim off any of these unsymmetrical meat tags at the end because these will just burn and aesthetically they just don't look great. Then we're going to remove the membrane on the back of each rack. So sometimes these membranes can come off really easy, or sometimes they can be kind of picky and a little bit difficult. But you'll find if you grab just like a blue chucks, like a blue towel, or you know, a paper towel or anything like that, and you just sort of grab in one corner, lift your finger under the skin, under the membrane at one side, get a good grip with a dry paper towel, and then just pull. It should all come off in one go. Sometimes it will come off in little portions, but then you just grab the remainder of it and rip it all off just like this. Okay, so all trimmed up and membrane removed. Then we're going to apply our binder. Now applying a binder before your dry rub is optional, but I do find it sticks better and it adds to the colour as well. So we're just using a house-made barbecue gochujang sauce here. So we're going to apply that to both sides of the racks of ribs. Now it's time to apply the dry rub. So here we've just got a Szechuan pepper barbecue rub that we've made up in-house here. But really, with pork, especially ribs, anything that's got a bit of heat and a bit of sweet always goes well. So we're going to apply this rub to both sides of the ribs pretty liberally and then pat rub it in. And now these are ready to get onto the smoker at 250 Fahrenheit. Okay, so these ribs have been smoking at 250 Fahrenheit for about 3 or so hours. You can see the nice bone protrusion, a nice crusty bark, and a really nice mahogany colour. That's what we're going for. So now they're ready to wrap. So we've laid out our tin foil here. We're going to put in our brown sugar, our house barbecue sauce that we've made up here. I'm just going to put a whole heap of this in there. And our little trick of the trade, beef tallow. So this is the rendered down trimmings from our beef brisket. And so by wrapping our pork ribs in this beef tallow, we're going to end up with a really nice, juicy, tender result. So we're going to wrap them up in 2 layers of tin foil just like this, really tightly, in a nice, neat little package. So now we're going to put these back onto the smoker, again, still at 250 Fahrenheit. We're actually putting it on a different smoker here, you might notice, just because we can shut the other one down downstairs now, because everything else has come off it. So we'll put them on the bigger smoker upstairs here. So we're going to ride these out for another hour or so until they hit 185 internal temperature. Okay, so our pork ribs are probing tender, going through like butter with very little resistance, and they're hitting that 180 to 185 Fahrenheit internal temperature. Check out that sheen from the beef tallow and the sauce, that colour, that beautiful mahogany, the nice crustiness on the edge of the bones there, the perfect bone protrusion, and the beautiful smoke ring. Look at that, you couldn't ask for a better result. These ribs are absolutely beautiful. Check that out. Thanks guys, appreciate you watching.